So today, well, first of all, everyone who is tuning in for the first time, I work for an amazing company locally called Consumer Energy Solutions. It is run by an incredible philanthropic fellow named Patrick Clouden, and I have the honor of working there for the last 7 years. And I am the Director of Community Relations. That's my title. I picked it, and I love it because that is really sums me up in what I do. And part of what I do is I like to partner and meet really good guys, real do-gooders that are actually contributing to the success and survival of our community. So today I have on the radio with me two amazing people that I happened to just meet a couple, not even
an hour ago.
An hour ago! This is live. It couldn't be more live. But they're incredible, and what they've been doing in Clearwater in this area is pretty amazing. Now, for those of you who know me, I like to bring that little nonprofit that could to the forefront, to the light of day, so that others can learn about it. And that is partly what this show is going to be always about. So if you know someone who should be on the show, please feel free to jump in there on my Facebook Messenger, Lynn Positin, or at consumerenergysolutions.com. There is a way to reach me there. I have a blog on consumerenergysolutions.com every month, and it's all about community betterment. That's what my blog is called, Community Betterment Blog. So I put photos and stories about all that we are involved in. So, and you guys will be there.
Yay!
Yay, team! All right. So make sure we take a picture before you go, because you gotta have the picture.
Absolutely.
All right. So I'm going to introduce these wonderful people. The group that they are representing today is an amazing group called Community Service Foundation. This nonprofit is doing something that is providing housing programs and services for people that need a little bit of help. Now, we've all heard of Habitat for Humanity, and this is a wonderful organization. But when I started to talk to Ed and Kerrie, 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 I realized that what they do is really cool. One, I like to support local and I like to shop local, so they're automatically my fast friends. But also they can provide, say, 7 houses to that one. And that to me is amazing, because we've all been there where something happens and suddenly your income just goes down. But the cost of gas goes up, the cost of housing goes up, the cost of your bills go up. So I love what you guys do, but I'm going to actually, because we just met an hour ago and I will learn a lot more, I'm going to let Ed talk right now. So Ed, welcome.
Thank you. That's Ed, E-D.
As in Mr. Ed.
Well,
I'm dating myself.
We're going back another generation.
You're talking about Wilbur.
You brought Wilbur into the picture. Well, we're not horsing around here.
No, we're not.
Well, we're talking about something that's important to everyone. We all need a place to live. And so that being the common denominator, what happens when the amount of rent is well beyond your means? Now we have an issue.
Yes.
And so as a nonprofit foundation here in Clearwater, serving all of Pinellas County for the last 60 years,
60 years.
60 years, we are looking to help in every way possible, in particular when it comes to the housing needs.
Okay.
And we like to say that rent eats first.
Yeah, it does.
So when you think about all of the expenses that you have, it could be whatever those are, without paying the rent first, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you may become homeless.
It's true.
And so we're trying to prevent that. And in every way possible, provide affordable housing, below market rate. And with the help of donors, with the help of city and county, we're able to put together over 100 housing units in the Clearwater area currently. And that is just the tip of the iceberg, because we know there's so many more that can be served.
So, for instance, let's just get at a little brass tacks here. So when you say below market value and you're saying housing, this is what my understanding is, and please correct me.
Sure.
There's no shame in correcting me. I'm shameless. So if a going rate on a one-bedroom apartment unit
Yes,
would be $1,000
yes,
market rate.
right.
What could you provide in that area?
Well, we would be able to probably do almost 50%
Less.
less.
So $1,000 rent becomes $500.
Yes.
Awesome. Just
And-
as a loosey-goosey example.
Just to give you a barometer, a mark, if you will.
Okay.
And for those that are struggling with the rent issue, and they don't have the choice to go any lower, because that is the way the rate is in this area.
And what they make.
You can't say, well, go find a less expensive place.
Right.
You can't go that direction.
Mm-mm.
You can always go up. You can always find a more expensive place in a different neighborhood or whatever. But when you're talking about a particular low-income family, they do not have the option to go less.
No. And I totally, that is very real to me. I am not naming names, but recently I met a wonderful young lady, hardworking young lady, steady, no drugs, not even alcohol, and she literally is paying $320 a week for a room in a motel, and that is what she can do. And I thought, well, if we teamed you up with someone, my mind was going. So to meet you today was really beautiful, because I am going to make sure that she connects with you. Now, to my right, unfortunately on Facebook, my camera's not moving, but on the radio, it doesn't matter because we're live on sound. I have Carrie, and Carrie, you pretty much do the, for lack of a better word, the intake.
Yes.
So let's say this friend of mine, for instance, this $320 a week in a motel. What would she do? What would I do to help her?
Really, your best thing would be to get her connected with me through coming into our office or even giving me a phone call. From that process, I just ask her a series of questions, get to know her story, get to understand what her situation is, what are the barriers, why is she in the situation that she's in, and how can we best get her out of that situation. Sometimes it's maybe, she's spending, if you think about it, $320, that's $1,200.
I know.
I mean, I could save her a lot of money. Well, there might be barriers of evictions or felonies that may
Sure.
have stopped her previously. And many of those things we can overlook.
And I was thinking, even when you get into any apartment, I haven't rented an apartment in a while, but you need that first month's rent and that first month's security. And if you're literally, you know what your paycheck is, and you're stuck with that, and you have a kid or whatever, you're priced your way out of it just with that.
Exactly, and some want first, last, and double security, so depending on what your rental history is. And so we're able to sit down and work with them. We do very minimal. I mean, we do first and a security. Plus, I have tons of resources on how to help people get the financial support that they need to get the first and last from maybe another organization that we partner with.
Okay,
or somebody else.
so I'm hearing that, and I'm thinking, why in the world would you go anywhere else? Because even if, let's say you found the deal, Joe Blow gives you the deal on this rental property he knows, well, he's not also providing all this other love. I don't know what else to call it. It sounds like you just, you must, I mean, we're going to get to know each other, but it sounds like you come from a very big heart.
I do. I've been in the nonprofit world pretty much since I was 18 years old.
No kidding.
And I just believe that people deserve the best chance that they can. And something, I could be down and out. And there was a season in my life where I lost everything. And if people did not take me under their wing and help me see the better in myself, who knows where I would be. And so we have to give that back. And that's a gift I have. That's my life. That's how I'm supposed to function.
I call it running through your veins, right?
Yeah,
It's sort of like me. I
can't
know
do
what
anything
things
else.
I didn't know anything about.
Yeah, and so I just want to help people. And so I tell people when they come in my office, you're not alone. Because often I get people who are heartbroken. They've been told 100 times no. They've wasted hundreds of dollars, if not thousands. Been told no, 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 and they don't know where else to go. And so if I can spend 10 minutes with them or 15 minutes, make their day a little bit better, even if I can't help them,
Yeah.
maybe I can give them a glimpse of hope and point them in the right direction, guide them, help them understand what their choices are doing. Because let's just get down to it. It's choices that often get us in the circumstances we're in, and we don't know how to get out of it.
But the truth of the matter is that a being in a body is in present time, and so yes, there's past, but But where are you deciding now? You know, what's happening now? You have to feed the body now. You have to clothe the body now. You have to protect your kids now. You have to, you know, have a shelter now. So, yeah, we get that choices let a person where they are, but those same choices in that exact moment in time, you know, we talk about fork in the road, is going to determine their future.
And we believe in second chances, third chances. We believe in helping overcome those barriers. Part of my job is just to get to know them. And if I can figure out where they're at, and if they can just be honest, walk in my door, be as boldly honest as you need to be.
Sure, because you're their advocate. You're not there for any other
You're not
reason.
going to
So
surprise me.
they
Trust
just need
me.
to get that stigma out of the way. Just be honest. Let Carrie help you.
Yeah.
Get
And then
in
I
with
can point you in the right direction. I can get you where you need to go. And then we can talk about goals from there.
Yeah.
Because let's just be honest, a child does not deserve to sleep on the streets
No.
or in a car.
No.
You don't deserve it as
No.
a human being.
No.
We all deserve food and shelter. And
It's your human
sometimes-
rights. Yeah.
Sometimes we might want the other things, and so we just have to look at where are our priorities, and let's get you in the right place and get you in the right stability and get you moving forward. Because you
Beautiful.
deserve it.
Beautiful. So now I want to list out your website really quick. It is csfpinellas.com. C is for community, S is for service, F is for foundation. So csfpinellas.com. And I'm sure you're going to find a lot of videos and different things that you guys are doing there. And the other thing is that we plan on doing a lot more. So that's the first thing, is know the website. Now, I wanted to, in line with what Carrie was saying, they're actually having a first-time homebuyer workshop. And I love this because, honestly, it's a field that you would not have the knowledge to navigate. So anyone can benefit from this. It says, thinking of buying a new home? Free workshop. Register on our website, csfhome.org, and go to seminars and registration. Reserve your seat today. It's free. It's sponsored by Van Dyke Mortgage, Regions Bank, and AmeriBank, because they really, in essence, want you to be secure and able to get your own home eventually, right?
Right, and by going through this seminar, you also get a certificate, which also they'll point you towards grants, first-time homebuyer
Right.
grants, some things that you may not just know without going through some
No,
of these
you
courses
couldn't
and
know,
hooking
to
up
be
with the right
honest with
people.
you.
Yeah.
You couldn't know. So May 16th and 17th,
Mhm.
and I'm only going to talk about those. There's one in August 15th and 16th, November 7th and 8th. So it's 6:30 to 8:30. You're getting 2 hours of an incredible seminar, guaranteed to get questions you didn't even know you had answered. And this is located at the Pinellas County Housing Authority on 11479 Olmerton Road in Largo. That's the Pinellas County Housing Authority, May 16th and 17th, and that's 6:30 to 8:30 p.m.